Hey everybody, it's Karina from Per Diem Thrifts. If you are new here, welcome. I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And today's video is all about what sold this weekend. I had a crazy good sales weekend, even though I spent majority of my time being a little couch potato with my family. I got my second dose of the vaccine, so your girl is fully vaccinated, but I was just feeling really tired and I had a headache one of the days, and those are some of like the common symptoms that you can get from the vaccine, but I'm okay. And yeah, anyway, I spent a bunch of my time this weekend just chilling on the couch, relaxing, and I still managed to have one of my best sales weekends in a really long time. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly how I was able to do that at the end of the video, so definitely stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. I had a total of 16 sales on Poshmark as well as 2 sales on Mercari that all add up to a little bit over $1,000 of sales this weekend. Keep in mind that these are just the overall sales. This doesn't take away the 20% from Poshmark or the other seller fees off of Mercari, and it's not taking off my cost of goods. So as much as I would have loved to have an extra $1,000 in my pocket, these are just the gross sales from this weekend. So enough chit chat, let's just get into it. So before we start, I just want to add that there were 2 closet clearouts this weekend. There was one on Friday and one again on Sunday, and I do think that some of my sales came from closet clearout, but I think some of them came for another reason, and I will be sharing that with you guys at the end. Anyway, getting to my sales, the first thing that sold was an ASOS dress. It was just a little mini dress. It sold for $27 minus the Poshmark fee. I'm pretty sure this one sold because of closet clearout. So the buyer was offered discounted shipping, but I didn't have to pay for it. Poshmark paid for it, which is amazing. This sold for $27 minus the Poshmark fee, left me with $21.60. I don't pick up ASOS very much. I got this dress off of the ThredUp outlet section, and you have to buy a certain amount of items. I think it's like 20 to get the maximum discount, which is 40% off. So I think this was one of the pieces that I just threw in there because I thought it was cute, and I needed to get to that 20 item limit so that I could, you know, get the best deal. But would I pick this up again? I think I would. I do like ASOS. I like their style. It doesn't give me the biggest profit margins, but it is a consistent seller for me. The next piece that sold is one of my favorite things that I had in my closet. I've actually had this for almost a year now, I think, so I'm really glad that it was able to go to a new home. It is a New with Tags LPA yellow ruffle mini dress, and it sold for $58 minus the Poshmark fee, left me with $46.40. I wanted to keep this, but it was a little small on me. I love this dress so much, and I'm so glad that somebody finally can wear it and just appreciate it as much as I do. The next piece that sold is from Fame and Partners, and it is the fuchsia Aura satin trumpet gown. This I've had for a while as well. I bought this at a buy sell trade store. I didn't get the return that I thought I would, but it had been sitting for a really long time, so I accepted an offer from a buyer, and it sold for $48 minus the Poshmark fee, left me with $38.40. The next item that sold were a pair of hunter boots, and they were the original violet glossy tall rain boots. These didn't sell for as much as I thought that they would, but they were taking up a lot of space in my shoe closet, so I just accepted the offer and moved on. The next item that sold was a Zadig and Voltaire, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I think that's how you pronounce it, pink stripe detail wool sweater. And I didn't realize until I went to go and ship this item that it was actually New with Tags, and I'm kind of beating myself up for it because I might have been able to sell it for a little bit more, but I'm not going to get greedy about it. It sold for $80 and only took a couple days to sell. So after the Poshmark fee, I made $64, and I'm just gonna hope that I find another piece like this again soon. Coming up next, I sold another sweater, and it was actually a Lululemon Black LA Back in Action hoodie. And this got a lot of attention on it, but I listed it pretty high originally. It eventually sold for $57, and I offered a shipping discount for $5.99 or something. And after the shipping discount and after the fees, I made $44.10. I love picking up Lululemon. I've been finding it a little bit more often lately, so I'm happy with the pieces that I've been selling. This next sale was super exciting for me. I actually woke up to this offer, and it was for a bundle of 7 items, which I think might be my biggest bundle to date, besides like when I would run sales for like 5 for $25 or something. But this was really exciting. So it was 7 items. It included a New With Tags Chloe Rose Dream On bikini set in tie-dye, Madewell Arden v-neck crop pullover striped sweater, a New With Tags Alexia Admore color block dress, a pair of Levi's shorts, some Jeffrey Campbell boots, a Charles Henry maxi dress, and another Chloe Rose bikini bottom. So if the buyer had bought this full out, I think it was at like $360. They sent me an offer for $210, which I know might sound low to some people, but I accepted it for a few reasons. One, I knew I was getting in a whole bunch of new inventory coming this week, so I wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff, so this was a perfect opportunity for it. And 2, I still made a really good profit margin on everything, so I didn't even bother with counter offering. I just accepted it, and I'm really glad that they were able to get a really good deal and I was able to kind of liquidate some inventory, and like I said, still make a good profit on it. So they offered $210. After the Poshmark fee, that left me with $168. And if you divide everything, I think it meant that each individual item sold for about $30, which isn't super high, but I'm, like I said, happy with that. This next item wasn't super exciting. It's just a Free People Liza black floral halter bodysuit. This sold for $20, and I made $16 after fees, but I feel like this is just one of those oversaturated Free People pieces that don't do super well. I also had it for a few months, so glad that it is gone. Side note before I share the next piece, I think it's really funny that like a few months ago, I had a whole bunch of pieces from this brand and I didn't want to sell them because I didn't think they would do well on Poshmark, so I sold them in a bundle on Instagram. And now I'm biting myself in the butt because it's becoming one of my best-selling brands, and that is St. John. If you guys saw my video from a couple weeks ago and I shared my top 10 brands, I mentioned St. John, and this is another example of why I love it so much. This jacket sold for $70, and I'm pretty sure it was an offer from the buyer. I accepted it. After Poshmark fees, I made $56, but I'm just beating myself up again because I wonder how much I would have been able to make off of all those pieces that I sold in a bundle if I had just listed them. I was so caught up with like it doesn't fit the aesthetic of my closet, and now I'm just kind of whatever. I'm starting to pick up more St. John because I find it just so often. So yeah, we're gonna stop doing that whole it doesn't match with the aesthetic, because who cares about the aesthetic if it makes money, right? The next piece that sold is from Hatch, which is amazing. If you guys saw my Portland haul video, this was one of the pieces that I picked up, and this sold for $97. And after a shipping discount of $1.50 and the 20% Poshmark fee, it left me with $76.10. Hatch has like a really cult following. It is a maternity wear brand, but I believe like there are some pieces that you can wear even after when you're not pregnant. So I highly recommend picking it up if you guys can find it. These pieces have been selling really well for me. Next item that sold is from Flynn Sky, and they are the Party Overalls black jumpsuit. Flynn Sky is kind of a hit or miss for me. I like selling the brand and I like picking it up because it is a really like boho, trendy, popular brand. However, some of the pieces don't sell for that much. This piece, I'm happy with the sale, but I have some other pieces in my closet that just aren't getting the same amount of attention. So if you guys find Flynn Sky out in the wild, do some research, don't just pick it up and because it's a good brand. I say that a lot, but I make that mistake way too much, and so I'm gonna tell you guys not to do it. and hopefully that'll make me start listening to that advice. So the overall sold for $45 minus the Poshmark fee. That left me with $36. Next is another one of my favorite brands. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you should already know what brand I'm talking about, and that is Show Me Your Muumuu. This is the Show Me Your Muumuu Luna halter dress in antique rose, and this sold for $43. It was offer from Liker, and after fees, I made $34.40. Next is another Lululemon piece. This is the Lululemon Ready to Rulu Hulu. Oh my gosh, I can't even say this. Lululemon Ready to Rulu hoodie blue pullover. That is so difficult for me to say. Anyway, this sold for $30 minus a Poshmark fee, left me with $24. I don't have anything super exciting to say about this. I mean, it's Lululemon, so you guys already know. The next piece that sold is another thing that I picked up in Portland in that same video, and they are a pair of APL Techloom Phantom sneakers. They sold for $45, minus the Poshmark fee, left me with $36. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe APL is like a sister company of Lululemon. They got a lot of attention and they sold in a decent time, so if I find these again, I'll definitely be picking them up. This is another one of my favorite things that I had in my closet, and funny thing is, it's also yellow like the other LPA dress that I shared with you, but it was an Hours from Revolve bright yellow Zaylee mini dress, and this sold for $48. I've had this dress for about a year now too, I think, and I'm really glad that it is going to a better home. I debated keeping this dress too, but like we were in the middle of a panini, and where would I wear it to? I have nowhere to wear it to. So I'm glad that it went to a better home. It sold for $48, and that left me with $38.40 after the Poshmark fees. Here's another repeat brand that sold, and that is Show Me Your Muumuu. This is the Paulo floral black jumpsuit. I might have gotten this in Portland. I don't remember if it was this or a different jumpsuit, but this might have also been from that Portland haul. This sold for $50 minus the Poshmark fee, left me with $40. Moving on to Mercari, I made 2 sales on there, and the first was a Lulu's little black mini dress. This dress sold within a couple days, so that was really nice. Lulu's is a brand that I love to pick up because it does sell pretty fast and you can get a decent amount for it. But this sold for $32. I offer free shipping on all of my Mercari items if it's under a pound. So if I can just do like the first class shipping, I offer free shipping. So after that, after the selling fee and after the processing fee, I made $21.58, but it sold in like a day, so that's totally fine with me. The next item that sold, I know for sure I got it in that Portland haul, was this Everlane black Japanese weave jumpsuit, and this sold for $64. Again, I offered free shipping. Minus all of the fees, left me with $49.45. And those are all of the items that I sold this weekend. This is not normal for me, but I want to say that I'm on my way to making this normal. I want this to be normal for me. I'm manifesting it. I'm putting in the work to make sure that I can continue to have weekends like this, because I just want my closet to grow, and I know that if I want that, then I can't keep acting like $1,000 weekends are something like out of my reach. I have to believe and know that I am capable of that, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. If you guys have goals that you can sometimes reach but aren't always consistent with, just know that you are capable of doing that, and I feel like that just gives you like motivation, and it makes the universe like more inclined to give you what you want because you already accept it and you believe it. I am 100% a believer that if you just put good vibes out there, that the universe will just give that right on back to you. So if you guys want to achieve your goals, just talk about it like you already have it. Talk about it like it's already your normal thing, like you've already accomplished all the big things that you want in your life, and the universe is just gonna give it to you. But that is not the secret that I was talking to you guys about earlier of why I was able to have such a high sales weekend. At least this was a high sales weekend for me. I know for others that might be like a normal day. But like I said, I was stuck on the couch majority of the weekend just because I wasn't feeling too hot, and I was able to make these sales because of a Chrome extension that I've been using for a few months now. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I talk about it quite a bit on there, and it is called PosherVA. It is essentially a bot that shares your closet for you. It can also send offers to likers automatically, so you don't have to do that. And it can also bulk drop prices. It does other things too, like you can follow people, can unfollow people, you can schedule sharing so you don't have to initiate it yourself. It's just a tool that I have absolutely been loving. I know that automation is a little bit of a controversial topic in the reselling community, especially because technically it is against Poshmark's guidelines. In all honesty, I've been using it for a few months now. I haven't had any issues. I also know a lot of other resellers that use it that haven't had any negative effects or anything on their accounts. I was able to have my closet shared for me while I was sitting on the couch, and I was able to schedule it so that when a buyer likes my item, after 10 minutes it'll send them a 10% off discount as well as like a shipping discount to any of the new likers, and it does that automatically. I don't have to initiate that. I just set that up on my computer, and as long as my computer is awake, as long as it's not asleep, it's gonna send those offers out as well. So that definitely made a huge difference on my sales. Like I mentioned, it was closet clear out on Friday and Sunday, so I was actually able to use Posher VA to bulk drop prices on everything in my closet so that I didn't have to do it manually, and that's how I made a lot of the sales this weekend as well. You can actually set limits for how low you want the price to be. So for me, if something was originally at $20, I didn't want it to drop any lower than that. And since I had just done another drop on Friday, when it came to Sunday's closet clear out, I changed it so that anything under $50 wouldn't be price dropped, just so that like my higher price items would get that discount. I was still able to make sales from it, and I am so thankful that I was able to kind of just like step away from my business and know that it was still running and that I was still generating sales. I think one of the most important things about reselling is learning how to treat it like a business. And when it comes to running a business, you need to have a system that will be able to function without you constantly checking on it. And unfortunately, Poshmark is just one of those things that requires a lot of attention. It's kind of high maintenance, it's really needy, and as business owners, we need to realize that our time is really valuable. We need to be able to do other things with our time, not just within our business, but also like for ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves, practice self-care, and this automation tool helps me give myself time. I hope this is making sense. I hope I'm not just rambling. I know that a lot of people are skeptical about it or just aren't sure how it works. I've had a few people ask me questions on Instagram, so I'm gonna actually do a little bit of a walkthrough on my computer and show you guys exactly how I use it, and hopefully that'll clear up some questions. But again, if you guys do have any questions or want more information, just let me know. You can leave me a comment down below. You can message me on Instagram. My DMs are always open. I will try to answer you as soon as I possibly can. But if you guys are interested in signing up for Posher VA, they do have a 2-week free trial, so you don't have to worry about paying for something that you're not sure of. You can always try it out. But if you sign up with my link down below and use the code PERDIEM, you can get 20% off your first month. And it also gives me a little bit of an incentive when you guys sign up with my link or with my code. So if you guys sign up with my code, I really appreciate it. It does help out me and my family, and it helps me be able to make videos like this for you guys. Hey guys, sorry for the random jump. I didn't realize yesterday while I was recording that the recording actually stopped while I was talking, so that video ended where you just saw that last part. I just wanted to hop on here and explain that in the next slide I'm going to be hopping into a screen sharing so that you guys can see exactly how Posher VA works, and I'm going to show you all the features that it has. So that will be coming up in a couple seconds. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through how I use Posher VA. So up here in the top right corner, you see this little hanger icon. That is the Posher VA Chrome extension. So I'm just going to click that. This little pop-up window is going to show up, and this is what Posher VA is. So on this first page, you can see right here it says share. These are all of the sharing options that you can do. This is probably the feature that I use the most. Up here it says scheduling, and these are all of the times that I have it scheduled to go. I don't use this feature too much because my computer falls asleep pretty often, and if your computer is asleep, that means that this system can't run. But anyway, moving down here, you can see the types of sharing. You can do to your followers, to Posh Party, or ENL, which stands for Edit Next List, and you can just choose which one you want to do. Here you can do from my closet, and it'll automatically pull the items from your closet. You don't have to actually be on the page for that to work. But if you're doing it from current page, then obviously you need to be on somebody else's Poshmark closet, and this is how you can share other people's items, not just your own. Here is the sharing speed. You can choose how fast you want it to go. You can even make a custom speed. I have heard somewhere that if you are sharing too fast, it can trip something up and not be too great. So I usually go at medium or fast. Here's the sharing options. You can choose how you want to do it. This is really awesome. So you can actually share your whole closet and it'll automatically share things to the party if it is eligible. I don't use continuous sharing, but you can do that. And then this part right here shows exactly what is being shared. So I'm just going to press start. It's automatically going to start sharing my closet. It takes a little while to get started because it's gathering a bunch of info, but we'll come back to here and I'll show you how it works. Moving on to the next tab, this is follow. Personally, I've never used this before, but I'm interested to see how it works. One thing I love about PosherVA is it shows you exactly how to do everything on the top. If you click this, it'll bring you to one of their websites that's going to show you all the instructions on how to use that feature. But you can see how but this part here is just showing you like how many people you can follow from fresh closets, just joined, and if you want to unfollow people. Down here again, it'll show you exactly what happened. Next is my second favorite feature. This is under the Actions tab. So this first one, I have it active all the time. It is Offer Watcher. This allows you to send offers to likers automatically without you having to do it yourself. There is an offer delay. I chose 10 minutes. I chose to offer 10% off with a $5.95 shipping offer. And I set a limit so that if something is priced at $20, I don't want it to send any offers for anything lower than that. I also have it so that it won't send offers on anything that is boutique. I have a couple things like stickers and my style boxes that I have under boutique that I just don't want to send offers on, but that is always active for me. So this is for bulk offers. If you wanted to send offers to likers on everything in your closet, you would use this feature, and these are all of the things here. I haven't tried this feature yet because I'm constantly sending offers, so I think I will try this eventually, maybe on like make a deal day, but I haven't tried that yet. What I do like using is the bulk price updating, and this allows you to drop your prices automatically. This is what I used for closet clear out this past weekend, and it's the reason why I was able to make so many sales without putting that much effort in. I was able to drop the price by the lowest historical price, 10% off of the lowest historical price, and you can even set how many likers you want each item to have. So I usually put it at 3 likers. That's usually when I send my offers. You can choose whether you want to do it on all of your items or just certain ones from your page. You can also set a limit for how low you want your prices to be dropped. For example, I set this at $20 because I didn't want anything under $20 to be price dropped. That was just too low of a profit for me. You can even do max drops, but I didn't do any limits for that this weekend. All you have to do is press start and it'll show you down here all of the ones that it dropped the price for. It'll show you what it dropped the price to here, and it shows what the lowest historical price was, which I think is really nice to have in your history just to see exactly what happened. This is the activity returner, so if somebody shares your closet or follows you, you can do the exact same to them. I haven't started this yet. I actually didn't even know that this was a thing until I did this little tutorial for you guys, so I'm going to try this out today and see how that works, but I think this is awesome. I think this will encourage more engagement on your closet, so I'm going to give this a try. The next tab is options, and this just shows you how much of a limit you want to set for yourself when it comes to sharing, and if you want to do any other limits for yourself here. The stats page or the stats tab here shows you all of the stats for every individual day that you're using this. So it shows you how many shares you've done today, how many people you've followed, offers you've sent, how many price drops you've done, and also it tells you how many captchas were solved. This is awesome because I know some other bots out there don't automatically solve the captchas for you. So even though they're sharing the closet for you, you do have to sit there and solve the captchas if they pop up. With PosherVA, they do that for you, but there is a 20 limit per day. So I'm just going to go back to the share tab to show you guys how it shares my closet. It just shows every single one that it has shared. If for some reason it doesn't work, it'll show like an X next to it and it'll say that it didn't share that item. But overall, I've been loving Posher VA. If you guys have any questions about this little tutorial, let me know and I will be happy to help you guys out.